Good morning, students. To the students of Standard 10, I welcome you to this class. I hope you are all fine today. We are going to study Geography chapter number 4, Agriculture. And in this chapter, we are going to discuss about the different types of agriculture practiced in India, the different types of crops grown in India, different cropping seasons in India. So let's begin with the overview of agriculture. Before that, let me tell you one thing. When we speak about the agriculture, what is agriculture? Agriculture refers to the cultivation of land for growing crops. At the same time, agriculture also includes the rearing of animals, dairy farming and pisciculture. So all those activities are coming under the agriculture. But especially today we are going to speak about the different types of farming practice in India. Let's begin with an overview. Let's understand something about the agriculture in India. So, agriculture and overview. About 60 to 70, 65 to 70% of population of India are engaged in agricultural activities. That's the data given by the people related to agriculture. And this, according to this information, according to this data, it says that around 65 to 70% of India's population are engaged in agriculture directly or indirectly. The second thing is that agriculture meets the food requirement of more than 125 crore of the people in India. That is the another fact that we understand regarding the agriculture. Around more than 125 crore of people, their food requirements are fulfilled by the agriculture, and around 63% or more than 60% people, they get their livelihood from agriculture. So these are all the facts about the agriculture. One more thing, one more time I want to repeat that about 65 to 70% people of India, they are engaged in the agricultural activities directly or indirectly, and around 63% or more than 60% people, they get their get their livelihood from agriculture. And the agriculture meets the food requirement of more than 125 crore of the population of India. And agriculture contributes around 13.9% to the GDP of the country. So this is the data given, okay, according to the calculation of 2013 and 14. So according to 2013 and 14, it says that agriculture contributes around 13.9% to the GDP of India. So these are the facts about the agriculture of India. Let's see about the types of agriculture practiced in India. What are the types of agriculture practiced in India? Not only in India, but in different part of the earth, we have a different types of farming. The people practice different types of farming. Let me ask you one question. Why there is a practice of farming? The practice of farming differs from place to place. For example, the practice of farming that we practice in the hilly areas, the types of farming that we practice in the hilly regions or in the forest region cannot be practiced in the plains, or the types of farmings that we practice in the plains cannot be practiced in the hilly regions. So what makes that difference in the type of farming place to place? So it says that type of farming practice depends on the certain factors. In different places we have a different types of farming. It depends on few factors. There are some factors because of which, because of these factors, because of the influence of these factors, different types of farming is practiced in different parts of India. As I told you, in the hilly areas, in the hill slopes, we practice the terrace farming, the counter plugging and different things. But in the plain areas, we have a different practice of farming. So, what are the factors which affects the types of farming? And they are physical environment. First thing is the physical environment. Physical environment in the sense, in different places we have a different topography, different landforms. So because of the different landforms, different physical forms of the earth, we practice different types of farming in different part of the earth. For example, the plains, we have the intensive subsistence farming, and we have a plantation farming in the plain areas, whereas in the hill slopes, in the forest areas, we have a primitive subsistence farming, and we have a terrace farming, and we have a counter plugins. These are the different practices because of the climatic factor, because of the physical environment. According to the environment, physical environment, according to the topography, landform, in different places, we practice different types of farming. Next is the technological know-how, the technical uses. As again we are going back to the hilly areas or on the forest areas, especially in the northeastern states where people, they practice primitive subsistence farming. Now what is primitive subsistence farming? That we are going to study later on in details, but let me tell you, in the northeastern states, in the hilly regions of Tripura, Meghalaya, Manipur and Mizoram, people, they clean small patches of the hill slope. So small patches of land cleared in the hill slopes, and they cultivate using the old methods and without any the new techniques, because that are not possible in those hill slopes, and therefore they practice the primitive subsistence farming. Using the old methods, they do cultivate some crops for the requirement of their family. You see, the technological differs place to place. So in different places we practice different types of farming because of the technologies. In the plain areas, and especially in the areas where the people are financially rich and they can afford the new techniques, they go for plantation agriculture and the intensive subsistence farming. Socio-cultural practice is also a factor which affects the types of farming. Socio-cultural the practices. For example, especially the people, those who live in the forest areas, they are adjacent to the forest area, they live close to the forest area, they, most of them still, they are tribal people, those who still live in the forest areas, and some are still, they move from place to place and they practice the shifting cultivation. Okay, because they are a tribal people living to the forest areas, most of them still, they are nomadic, and therefore they practice a different types of farming, and which is known as shifting cultivation or slash or burn agriculture. They move to different places, they clean the forest areas, and then they do the different types of farming. So the types of farming also depends on the socio-cultural practices. These are the practices of the people which is going on from olden time, and people, those who live in hill slopes, those who live in the forest areas, the tribal people, according to their culture, they still practice those type of farming. So you see, types of farming differs from place to place because of the three factors: physical environment, the technological uses, and the socio-cultural factor. Now moving to the types of farming in India. We have different types of farming in India. The first one is called primitive subsistence farming. The first type of farming we have in India is the primitive subsistence farming. In primitive subsistence farming, we can say it is the old form of farming. It is the old form of farming, and in this the farming is done using the old methods, old tools. People still use the old method, old tools, and this is the oldest form of farming. Primitive subsistence farming. The farming is mainly done for the requirement of their family. So the fruits, crops which are grown, which are only grown for the purpose of the survival of the family. And in this type of farming, old techniques are used, old tools are used, and this type of farming is still practiced in the hilly regions of northeastern states. So in the northeastern states, this type of farming are still practiced. The best example of this type of farming is called slash and burn agriculture. In slash and burn agriculture, the hill slopes and the forests are cleaned, small patches are cleaned by cutting the trees and burning the place, and then after cleaning this area, the cultivation, the crops are grown. That is called slash and burn agriculture, and it is known by different names. In northeastern states, it is known by different names like zoom cultivation, shifting cultivation, slash and burn agriculture. So it has a different names. So that is the types of farming which is still practiced in the northeastern states, in Mizoram, Meghalaya, Manipur, and some Himalayan states. Okay. Next is intensive subsistence farming. That is the second types of farming. In intensive subsistence farming, the farming is mainly practiced in a small patches. The characteristics of this intensive subsistence farming. The characteristics are intensive subsistence farming are practiced in the areas where the population is high. So in the areas, the states where the population is high, and because of the population is high, the food demand of the food is also more. So to fulfill those demands, cultivation is done, intensive cultivation is done. Intensive in the sense more cultivation is done. So to meet the food requirement, to meet the demands, more than one time cultivation is there. And one more speciality, one more characteristic of this farming is the farming is done in a small plots. So farming is mainly done in a small plots, and therefore more than one time of farming is required to fulfill the needs of the people. So in this, the farming is done in a small plots, and cultivation is done more than one time to grow more and more crops, and then it is a labor intensive farming. More labor is needed because the demand is more, the need is more. So to grow more food crops and intensive farming, the labor intensive, labor is needed. People also use the practice in small plots, and people also use the different techniques and fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, so that the yielding should be more. Maximum cultivation is done, means practiced in an area of high population, therefore maximum cultivation is done more than one time, as I told you. So that is all about the intensive subsistence farming. Next is commercial farming. Third type of farming is the commercial farming, and by the name itself you can understand commercial farming, the characteristics of this farming. The farming is mainly done for the commercial purposes, for the earning money, for the commercial purpose, and therefore since it is a commercial purpose, the surplus of crops are grown for the selling, so that maximum earning should be there. The practiced in a big farms. The characteristics are this type of farming are practiced in a big farm, big plots. Then practice for commercial purpose, new techniques are used because the purpose is the maximum earning, and therefore in this type of farming new techniques are used, all types of new techniques, machines and high yielding seeds. High yielding seeds are used, and then chemical fertilizers are used, insecticides and pesticides are used, and this is capital intensive as well as the labor intensive farming. More capital is invested so that maximum profit can be gained, and it is also labor intensive farming. So, and it is done by the planters, mainly big planters in the plantation agriculture. Plantation agriculture is the example of this commercial farming, where a single crop in plantation agriculture, a single crop is grown in a long area, in a large area. So in plantation is the best example of commercial farming, and in plantation agriculture, plantation farming, a single crop is grown in a large plantation or large field. For example, cultivation of tea, coffee, banana, sugarcane, and etc. So these are the example of the commercial farming. So I hope you understood types of farming. The types of farmings are primitive subsistence farming, intensive subsistence farming, and then commercial farming. In the next classes, I will tell you about the different seasons of farming in India and different types of crops. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.